Hello, people. Yeah, if I sound kind of frustrated, that's because my whole video crashed and I needed to start all over again. But you bet your sweet arse I'm not doing all that I did in the last vid again. So, yeah, all in all, I'm gonna take now one Sith lightsaber and two Jedi lightsabers and give them features. Now, when I left the last video, I did a vacuum Qui-Gon lightsaber. Yeah, before you ask me why did I do such a bad job, markers, bad. I need to literally clean up the board to do one drawing, and the sponge is constantly soaked. I mean, just on the last vid, look at my shirt, and I pressed it on my shirt for 1 millisecond. So yeah, I don't know how will this work. So this is Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber with a vacuum feature. All the time I'm gonna draw the feature button back, and wherever does it say the turn on button is, I'll get the turn on button. So now let's explain this. You know how a lot of Jedi had the Shoto lightsabers, the short ones, as their secondary weapon. Let's say that my fictional Jedi who uses this lightsaber, um, Qui-Gon Min, yeah, let's say that Qui-Gon Min has the secondary Shoto lightsaber, and yeah, I didn't do any details on the Shoto one here, but yeah, I spent a lot of time drawing a lightsaber whatsoever. So let's say is the first one. And let's say you turn it on. Yeah, I know I didn't do the best job on the blade. So let's say you do the feature. This part would open and do practically a very, very good vacuum. And let's say my Jedi gets out his Shoto lightsaber and pops it in the vacuum. And then this blade that he has would grow for the Shoto lightsabers size. Yeah, I know I really underestimated the size of a Shoto lightsaber here. But yeah, there you go. This is the vacuum feature, the best I could do for Qui-Gon's lightsaber. Yeah, the next one that I've done was Mace Windu's magnet lightsaber. Let me just redraw that. So yeah, the next one, Mace Windu's magnet lightsaber. So I imagine that this part, instead of being just there for literally nothing, being two strong magnets right over here. And I imagine that normally they'd be turned like that so they would keep each other there, the whole lightsaber. But then when somebody would press this, they would turn and opposites attract. You know what the same ones do. They push the other one back. So when anybody would touch the button, which I forgot to get that there. Yeah, all in all, this part with the saber would shoot out and whatsoever if you hit. And now, so you don't need to legitimately run and take the blade. You click the button again, and the lightsaber would come back and be whole again. Yeah, that's how I imagine Mace Windu's magnet lightsaber. And before anybody says, yeah, I know I draw the blades really short. but I don't really have a lot of space, you know? So yeah, the last one is Count Dooku's lightsaber, and it. Oh wait, this was the vacuum one. Wait, and the feature is, I'll say this one. The feature is glider. Oh Christ! How am I gonna make a curved glider lightsaber? Actually, I think I have something in mind. So I don't really have a picture of any of those lightsabers, so I'm just gonna need to Google it. I'm gonna show you how Count Dooku's. No wait, no yes it is. Dooku's lightsaber looks. So his lightsaber is this. P.S. Before anybody asks me about colors, I forgot to tell about that. I told you how they gave what in which shape that they gave me the board, the sponge, and the marker, the two markers that I do have. Yeah, well, they have lost the other colors. I'd gladly make more detail with colors, but they've lost. Believe it or not, my brothers would pretty much, if they were animals, be pigs. And I don't mean by eating or anything like that. I mean by how darn much do they need to clean up after themselves. Yeah, now let's get to drawing and cleaning the board. So yeah, I didn't really know what glider like thing would come out of a lightsaber, so I did the best I could. Let me really come on, you tell me, how would you draw a Count Dooku lightsaber that can glide? Huh? So yeah, the first one, normal Dooku's lightsaber. And then when he would press the feature button, I imagine that the blade would get much tinier so it doesn't really hurt him. And the hilt comes out, really, really out. And that my fictional Sith Lord, um, Gaunt Cuckoo, would be able to. It would become so big that he would be able to practically hold it with two hands, and if he wants to wrap his leg around it. And this would practically either be a propeller or wings, just like at the gliders, just like glider. So I thought on. So he would practically be able to escape. Or, well, technically, he'd actually be able to. Well, when you think about it better, he'd actually be able to extend it and then just pierce somebody or just hit him really, real hard. But yeah, that's what I think about. Now the other features. Let me just see if this is the one that I just got. No, let me just get out the one I just got. Give me a second. So yeah, the other features were shape shifting. Pretty much like the lightsabers in this video. Give the guy some time to make it. So yeah, pretty much like lightsabers in that video. Yeah, the next feature was what does this say? Colors. I pretty much imagined it as you'd be able to change your lightsaber's colors, so it pretty much becomes you go red green red green to trick whatever opponent you need to. The next feature, charger. I kind of imagined like you'd have a. If anybody knows about the proto sabers, like the Star Wars universe's first lightsabers, they had a generator on your hip, and there would the energy come from. Well, I imagined it as pretty much you having that, but you'd only hook the lightsaber when you need it to be more powerful, either longer or wider or something like that. Shield. Well, I kind of imagined that as you having a small chip on your lightsaber. And when you press the button, it would shoot out and practically become a shield that can block even the lightsaber blades. Taser. I kind of imagine this part over here, the back part, to if you press the button to get a electric charge. So pretty much a taser on the back part of your lightsaber. And the last but not least, there's flashlight. How the frick would you make a flashlight out of a lightsaber? I don't know, maybe like the blade of a lightsaber is similar to the light from the flashlight. I don't know. Maybe like oh my god, stop it. So yeah, I don't know, maybe like from this part and it could go more like this. And pretty much be like a flashlight. It would like the flashlight light. I don't really know how to describe it. If you know what I think, thanks. I don't really know what to say. So yeah, this was my awful drawing on the equipment that I had. Maybe I'll make a video where I draw better, all in all on paper. But then, bye. And yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this in this video or in the one that practically just got the one that I didn't post. But yeah, if you will we get PC gaming soon? As soon as I figure out how to make a channel on my computer. Because with the material that I'm using and how often I get it and how steady it is, you would get PC gaming in like I wouldn't make vids and you wouldn't get PC gaming in like 2 years, 2 or 3 years. But until I figure out how to do PC gaming, my channel is probably I'm gonna tell you the name of that channel when the time comes. Until then, I was your lovely dovely host, the Daniela, however you're gonna call me. So, bye. Bye.